politically, it doesn't matter where you stand. Whether it's, Trump should have been elected, or Biden's the right guy, or they stole the election. It honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because God is ultimately in control and ultimately ruling from heaven. I understand that there's justice, and I understand that there's right and wrong. But we also need to understand that we don't completely get the picture. We don't understand it all. There are still, and I know that there are prophets and there are evangelists and there are people in the evangelical church that still today are like standing on a hill saying, listen, Trump is president and he was elected and it's been stolen from him and we need to fight. And all I'm saying is, I'm not denying that they didn't get a vision or a dream or a word from God. I'm not denying that at all. And I have a personal illustration that I want to share this morning. That, and Michelle will verify this, that when Michelle and I were first married, she was pregnant with our first child, Kaylee, I had just come to Christ. I had just surrendered my life to Christ, and God was doing some neat things in my life, and I was praying, and I was reading my Bible, and God had mercy on me, and so one night I was up praying in the middle of the night, and I was just circling in our bedroom, just praying, and there was a visible or a physical presence of wind that just came through our bedroom. And this is the only time that this has happened to me in my entire life. So this is 25. So don't think Pastor Jeff's getting weird or anything. But this was. And then immediately after that, I saw a vision, and the vision was that I saw a baby boy specifically, on the cover of a Reader's Digest. Well, Michelle and I had just figured out that she was pregnant with our child, but she wasn't far enough along to know if it was a boy or a girl yet. And we hadn't been to the sonogram where they can tell you the gender. And so after this vision, very real, very tangible, felt like a wind of the Holy Spirit, saw this vision. I'm like, hey, Michelle, we are having a boy. I saw it in this vision. We are having a boy. I know it. She's like, you can't know that, blah, blah, blah. And we're fighting and we're arguing and we're getting, I'm like, I know it's a boy. I know it's a boy. God showed me the boy. And it was a girl. It was a girl. I saw it. It's a girl. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not disputing what these prophets or evangelists or pastors are seeing or hearing. But we prophesy in part and we see in part. And just because we see something, we may not know how to interpret it. We may have no idea what that vision means or what that dream is communicating. Because I interpreted that vision that I saw, I still to this day have no idea why I even had that vision. Why was it that vision? I don't know. Because it wasn't a boy? I don't know. We just don't have all the answers. So to be that sure and to fight for it that hard, we just have to realize, hey, listen, we need to be humble in the church. God cares a lot more about our character than our correctness. To think that, listen, the way we do things often is important. It's okay to believe one way or the other, whether it's Biden or Trump. I'm not condemning anybody. But how we communicate that information does matter because it's in this word. If it's not in this Bible, we need to be very careful about saying, thus saith the Lord.